Hi everybody, welcome back. We are on page 719 and we're going to actually put this formula practice into action. So here are the formulas for perimeter over here in the purple. I'm going to write this a little bit bigger for you. Remember, these are not ones, these are L's. So perimeter equals 2 lengths plus 2 widths. And sometimes you're going to see it as P equals 2L plus 2 widths. It's the same thing. When you don't see something in between, you know it's automatically multiplication. Alright, so let's go ahead and plug this original formula that we just wrote over here. So we know that it takes 2 lengths and 2 widths as the original formula. So go ahead and write that in. If you need to pause me, please do. Alright, so we know that we're going to have 2 of each sides because look, we have, sorry about that, we have 2 lengths, and I'm going to switch colors so it's just a little easier for you to see, and we have 2 widths. See how that works? Well, we know our length is the longer side. So we're going to put the 8 where the L is. Do you guys see that? Because that's the longer side. And what's our width? 4. And 4 would go where the W goes. I love it. It's like cracking a code, don't you think? So then you're going to go ahead and solve this. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 4 is 8. And when you add those together, you get 24. So the perimeter is 24 feet. Alright, I want you to go ahead and try. We'll actually do number 2 together, and then I want you to try number 3 and 4 on your own and check your answers with me, okay? So again, we had P equals 2 lengths plus 2 widths. Well, our length is 16, so we have P equals 2 times 16, because that's 2 lengths, plus we have 2 widths, which is 4. Remember, if you don't know 16 times 2, just use your box method or the distributive method and multiply. So you get 20 here, you get 12 here, and together that is 32. So you know there's going to be 32. 2 times 4 is 8. 32 plus 8 gives you 40. So you have 40 yards. Alright, go ahead and pause and try number 3 and 4 on your own, please. And when you unpause, I will reveal the answers, but just be honest and try your best. That's all I'm asking. You can do it. Go ahead and pause me. Alright, I'm going to go over number 3 with you. Remember, sometimes if it helps you to label them like this, do it. Length is 42 meters. Width is 110 meters. So again, I have the original formula, P equals 2 lengths plus 2 widths. So again, you have the length is 42, so wherever the L is, I put the 42. Wherever the W would be, I put 110. So I used the distributive method or the box method, and I broke those up and I solved it. And I got 84 here, I got 220 here. When I added them together, I got 304. So this is actually 304 meters in perimeter. Now a square, we all know what a square is. The square formula is here. It's 4 times a side. S stands for side. Okay? So 4 times S. So this would be one of your S's. So you can actually put this as S equals 4. So if you put P equals 4, because you have 4 of them. You see how you have 4 sides there? Plus with the length of the side, which is also 4. We know that 4 times 4 gives us 16. So this square is 16 meters in perimeter. Hope you did a really good job on that because I know that this is starting to come together for you. Alright, so now we're on to the on your own. This is where I'm going to help you slightly, but you really do need to do it on your own. I want you to go ahead and remember this formula right here. That is going to to be what kind of helps you through everything. A rectangle has 2 lengths and 2 widths. And wherever you see the L, the length, so for example, this would be L, 34 inches, and this would be width. So wherever you see the L's, you would plug it in. And wherever you see the W, so I will help set this up for you, but I'm going to have you pause after. Actually, I'm going to have you pause at the end after I read through all of this. You can pause and rewind where you need to. But to set up this problem for number 5, again, you would go ahead and plug in 2, well, if it's 2 lengths plus 2 widths, you know that the length here is 34. So you have 2 34s, 2 lengths of 34, plus you have 2 widths. So, and then you're going to go ahead and solve that. Now, this is a square, so we're going to have P equals 4 times S, and S is one of these sides. Here's the rectangle. Again, use that formula. You're going to love it. All you have to do is just plug in where you need to, because this would be equal to L and this would be equal to W. Now, before we go on to number 8, I actually want you to pause and solve number 6 and number 7 right now, and then unpause, because 8 is a little bit more complicated. Not hard, but if you don't pay attention to the details, it could trip you up a little bit. So go ahead and solve these, and when you push play, it will reveal the answers. Pause now. You can take a look at all the ways that I solved this. I just used, where I put the lengths in its place, and then I used the distributive method or the box method to solve here, and also here. And this is where I got the final answer right there. So, just to let you know, that's how I got my answers. If you need to rewind, you can. Just follow the steps. And we're going to go ahead and read number 8. Robert wants to put lights around the front of his house. The house is 12 yards long and 7 yards high. How many feet of lights does he need? Alright, so because this is a go deeper, it really wants you to do some thinking. So we're going to follow the cubes method. Circle your numbers, box the keywords, underline the question, box the keywords, 7 yards, 12 yards, how many, and feet. Now, did you guys catch that? They gave us yards, but they want how many feet. So what they want to trick you is for you to do the P equals 2 lengths plus 2 widths. They want you to think that, but you know what? They don't want you to do it with these 2 numbers, the 12 and the 7. We have to convert it first. Now, in our last chapter, we learned that 1 yard equals 3 feet. And we know we have 7 yards and 12 yards. And we have to convert that. Okay? So what we can do is that we know we have 7 yards equals how many feet, right? Remember what we did before? We know we have 7 sets of 3 feet. We have 7 of them. So it would be 7 times 3, which would give us 21. And then the other one, again, we know we have 1 yard equals 3 feet. Well, we have 12 yards. So we have 12 3 feet pieces. And 12 times 3 is 36. Now we can solve it. Okay, so now we can go over here. We have 2 lengths plus 2 widths. And now we have our new numbers. Now our 36 is bigger, so we know 36 is going to go in the lengths. and in the place of the W is going to be 21. Now you're going to add those together after you multiply them. I'm going to go ahead and let you solve that. Pause right now. So after converting everything and solving everything using the distributive or box method, we added this together and we got 114 feet. Remember, story problems are not hard, but you do have to pay attention to the details of things. Otherwise, it can be hard for some people. All right, number 9. What is the side length of a square with a perimeter of 60 meters? So pretty much what they're asking is that we have a square, and when you add all the sides together, so we have 4 sides. We do not know, we know we have 4 sides, but we don't know the length of the sides, but we know it equals 60. So what we have to do is we have to divide by 4 sides because that's what we have. So you're going to take 4 and divide it into 60. Now here's our lucky 7. So here's our lucky 7 method. Remember, I did the hashtags, and when we count by 4s, we get to 9, and then we start to count by 10s. So we know that it has to be 40 because 80 is too big. So you put the 4 here, and the number is 10, so that's where this number comes from. So once you subtract 40 from 60, you get 20. You go back over here, here's 20, here's the 5. The 20 goes here, the 5 goes right here. Once you have nothing left, you add those together and it's 15. So the side is S equals 15 meters. Now we're on page 721. Go ahead and solve these on your own. I'm actually going to read number 4 and 5 and the rest of the problems on the back of this page. So if you need to pause me right now so you can solve number 1, 2, and 3, please do so. All right, number 4. Troy is making a flag shaped like a square. Each side measures 12 inches. He wants to add ribbon along the edges. He has 36 inches of ribbon. Does he have enough? Remember, you have to find the perimeter and then you have to solve that from 36. Number 5. The width of the Ochoa Community Pool is 20 feet. That's the width. The length is twice as long as its width. What is the perimeter of the pool? So this is the W equals 20 feet. And they know that the length is 2 of the widths. So you just have to replace this number right here and solve, and then find the perimeter. We're going to skip number 6 today and go on to the back of the page. Remember, pause me whenever you need. Number 1. What is the perimeter of the square window with the sides 36 inches long? So we know that once we add all 4 sides together, it's 36 inches. So you're going to have to do division. Number 2. What is the perimeter of the rectangle below? So you're going to have to solve that. Number 3. Natalie drew the angle below. What is the most reasonable estimate for the measure of the angle Natalie drew? Number 4. Ethan has 3 pounds of mixed nuts. How many ounces of mixed nuts does he have? So you're going to have to convert. Number 5. How many lines of symmetry does this shape below appear to have? Number 6. Jana drank 7/10 liters of water before soccer practice and 70/100 liter of water after practice. Compare the 2 decimals using less than, equal than, or greater to. Less than, equal than, or greater than. Now remember, you can do this. Pause and rewind wherever you need. You can do this. Do not forget to enter your answers into the Google Doc that's connected to your Google Classroom assignment. You can do it. I believe in you.